WABG, the Delta's leading news source.
Thanks for joining us here on the ABC 6 News webcast. I'm Tanya Carter on this Wednesday, February 27, 2013. Our top story tonight, the search for a missing Clarksdale man comes to a tragic end. It's an update to a story we have been following closely. Coahoma County authorities finding the body of Marco McMillan this morning. The 34-year-old went missing after his car was involved in an accident near the Coahoma County Tallahatchie line Tuesday morning that sent 2 people to the hospital. McMillan wasn't in his vehicle at the time of the crash, prompting sheriff deputies to search for him. Around 8:30 this morning, deputies found his body about 10 to 15 miles west of Clarksdale. The Coahoma County Sheriff's Department making the announcement at a press conference this afternoon. McMillan's body was again found around 8:30 near the levee between Sherrod and Rena Laura. Authorities named the suspect as Lawrence Reed, 22 of Clarksdale. State police say Reed was behind the wheel of McMillan's car at the time of the head-on collision. He was airlifted to the Med in Memphis, where his condition is unknown at this time. Meanwhile, condolences have been pouring in for Marco McMillan, who was a mayoral candidate for the city of Clarksdale. McMillan's campaign releasing the following statement to ABC 6 News. Quote, "Words cannot describe our grief at the loss of our dear friend, Marco McMillan. The shocking news of Marco's death is beyond difficult for us to process. We remember Marco as a bold and passionate public servant whose faith informed every aspect of his life. Tragically, that life has been cut short. At this time of loss, we ask that you keep Marco's family and friends in your prayers." Almost a month after a Greenville judge is suspended on simple assault, a judge decides today to dismiss the charges. The Greenville Justice Court packed with witnesses in the courtroom to offer testimony about the December 4th incident that involved Municipal Court Judge Michael Pruitt and former Greenville police officer Susan Graciosi. Judge Ali Shamadinen from Jackson ruling he didn't think there was any intent to do harm to the plaintiff, Michael Street. In court today, Street claimed he was assaulted by Pruitt and Graciosi. According to testimony, Street had gotten into a dispute with his 17-year-old daughter that night near Pruitt's home. The defendant saying Pruitt responded to the commotion after hearing loud screaming from the girl. This is when plaintiffs say Pruitt reached into the car grabbing Street, and Graciosi demanded Street to get out of the car. The plaintiffs also saying Graciosi fired 2 gunshots. The plaintiffs arguing both Graciosi and Pruitt should have waited for the police to arrive, while attorneys for Judge Pruitt say his client was only trying to assist a woman in distress.
These charges from the very beginning were an outrage. We have a 13-year sitting city judge. We have an officer with the Greenville Police Department who has been a devoted officer for 25 years, having to be brought before a criminal court for doing nothing other than to assist a child that was in distress and was in danger. And their actions should be applauded. It should not result in any criminal activity. So this nightmare has ended.
And Judge Pruitt obviously should be reinstated immediately, as the counsel indicated he would be if these charges were dismissed.
Pruitt's attorneys say the next step is to contact the mayor and insist that Pruitt be placed back on the bench immediately. Meanwhile, the attorney for the plaintiff declined to comment. Well, tomorrow evening is the meet and greet for MVSU's acting president, Dr. Alfred Rankins Jr. Greenwood-LaFleur County chapter of Mississippi Valley State University National Alumni Association will host the event. The meet and greet will give students, alumni, and fans of Valley an opportunity to talk with Rankins one-on-one. The event is tomorrow from 4 until 6 p.m. It will be inside the lobby of the Business Education Building on campus.
You've been watching the Delta's #1 news source,